Hello? Oh, wow. Okay, so it's on. I'm live. Hello? Oh, wow. Okay, so it's on. I'm live. Hello? Oh, wow. Okay, so it's on. Oh, God. I'm totally fucking this up. Effing this up. Okay, hello. Um, so how's everyone doing? It's just me in the chat right now, so I'm doing okay. So how's everyone doing? It's just me in the chat right now, so I'm doing okay. So how's everyone doing? It's just me. Oh, God. Okay, I'm trying to get this to. I don't know why. window capture. Okay, I think I know why I did that. So the other two people that are in the chat, how are you doing? You're gonna see an amateur make his Oscar predictions. I like the Oscars, so I'm gonna predict them. I haven't live streamed my predictions before, but I'm excited about that. So if there's any growing pains, we can. This is my first time streaming on this YouTube channel. So I streamed on Twitch before, and so this is all kind of brand new to me. And my stream setup is kind of ass. I'm streaming off of a MacBook, so that just goes to show how rudimentary my stream setup is. I have no microphone. I'm streaming off of my DSLR camera that's 10 years old. The MacBook really has a hard time with window capture and OBS. OBS is definitely more attuned to Windows and less with Mac. So the stream's not going to be as good as any of the other streams you've probably seen. Sorry. But other than that, we can go ahead and we can talk about best. I guess, which category should we? I guess we should start with best picture because that's the category to really really go over. So right now I kind of let's edit this actually. We need to edit this and update this. Also sorry about my beard. I'm going to get a trim tomorrow. Sorry. Okay. So is my thing blocking it? It kind of is. Let me go ahead and kind of fix that. Let me just move this. Nope. That's the wrong thing. I'm already butchering the stream. Okay. So this is what I currently have for the for Best Picture. Again, I'm sorry I'm like taking so long to talk about this things. I'm like constantly looking at the stream. I need to work on this for sure. So I guess I have Anora in front like everyone else does. I'm not going to comment on the movies right now as much as I will in my videos, but it's a strong frontrunner. It won the Palme d'Or, but I'm just worried that I'm overlooking something. I think at this point, we're talking about a two-way race between Anora and The Brutalist. I feel like if other films might have a shot, it will be in other categories. I do think it is between Anora and The Brutalist. I also have Conclave, Wicked, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez. And in this list, I have A Real Pain, Sing Sing, The Substance, and Nickel Boys. What I might do, we need to move The Substance up because it's getting into more places than originally expected, and Nickel Boys too. So it's really coming down to these last two spots, maybe just this last one spot. I do think the 8 films before these last two are very locked in. It'd be weird for me to take Sing Sing out of the lineup right now, just because it was in the lineup for so long, for such a long time since this summer, that to have it not be in the lineup, I feel like would be weird. Um, so I guess right now I have to keep it. And then I have a Real Pain at 10, but I'm reconsidering that. I think maybe I take a Real Pain out, and then I put a Complete Unknown in. I feel like that makes sense. I prefer to have, me personally, I'd prefer to have a Real Pain in the lineup and a Complete Unknown out of the lineup, but I don't think a Real Pain has been showing up in enough places to really call itself um, a Best Picture contender or nominee contender. I think it's really strong in supporting actor and in screenplay, but I don't think that's enough for picture lineup. So this is pretty basic. This is the I think the 10 favorites for Best Picture. I think that's okay. I think the predictions have been really good with Best Picture nominations the past few years. I could be mistaken. And if I do make a mistake in this stream, I'm so sorry. I'm not like, I have other stuff on my mind, so if I make a mistake, I'm sorry. Um, but I think these are probably the safest bets for Best Picture. Unless, if does anyone have any wild theories? There's a chance September 5th gets nominated in this 10th spot, and there's a chance that this 10th spot is actually Sing Sing and not a Complete Unknown. But if there's going to be a film not in this 10 spot, I think it would be September 5th that would be in here. Right now, Real Pain on Gold Derby is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the 8th film behind in front of Nickel Boys, in front of The Substance, and in front of A Complete Unknown. I don't really think A Real Pain is that strong. I feel like the placement in the odds isn't correct right there. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. For Best Director, I have Sean Baker for Anora. Then I have Brady Colbert for The Brutalist. Edward Berger for Conclave. I still have Denis Villeneuve for Dune Part 2. And I have Jacques Agdor. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. I'm so sorry. For Emilia Perez. I feel good about that. I might move Denis Villeneuve in 5th. I can't take Denis Villeneuve out of the lineup. That would be too depressing for me. I think if I were picking the winner of this category, I'd pick him for the win. He was snubbed for Dune Part 1. I'm worried he's going to be snubbed for Dune Part 2. And that would just be devastating because that's arguably the best directed film of the year. The other nominees, I know this is a race, again, similar to Best Picture between Sean Baker and Corbett. I think this year there might be a split where the past few years there wasn't that. But I can see Anora winning actress and then either director or picture, and then I can see The Brutalist winning actor and then also winning director or picture. But it's just a matter of, is Sean Baker going to win director and Brutalist is going to win picture, or is Corbett going to win director and Anora is going to win best picture? That's what I'm struggling with right now. See, this is the thing. Well, I guess right now it doesn't matter because it's just the nominations. I could always switch the winner when time comes after the nominations are announced. Yeah, I think I don't know, because I have a Nora for picture right now, so I think I'm gonna have the Brutalist for director and just switch it up. Yeah, I like that. Actress. So I think Mikey Madison is far and away the clear frontrunner. I'd be shocked and somewhat devastated if she somehow loses. Angelina Jolie, I have for Maria. I feel like that's also pretty good. I want to move Demi Moore up a couple of places. Actually, I'm going to move her to second because she's going to be in the Best Picture nominee. Angelina Jolie isn't. Um, and then Amelia Perez is definitely getting in. It's just this fourth spot that's really troubling me. I have Cynthia Erivo in there, but I don't know. Who could get in other than Cynthia Erivo? There is Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl. That could happen. I mean, that could honestly happen. Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. That could possibly happen if they want to go more international in the category. They've been doing that recently the past few years, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. And then we get to Saoirse Ronan for the Outrun, which isn't happening. So it's definitely. Oh, and Marine Jean Baptiste for Hard Truths. I don't know if she's gonna get in. That's the thing. This I I'm just leaving Cynthia Erivo in there because of how much people liked Wicked. Out of the three that aren't nominated, I honestly think Nicole Kidman has a shot. Everyone loves Nicole Kidman. Um, and she's in front of every AMC movie with the introduction, so people are fans of hers. Uh, the movie's all about her. You know, it's definitely a different kind of movie that you wouldn't expect Nicole Kidman to be a part of. Not to say she's not bad, but this is the kind of work she's never really done before. Um, People love Wicked, but do they are they solely focused on Cynthia Erivo the way Baby Girl or probably Hard Troops or probably I'm Still Here focuses on their lead actresses? Because Cynthia Erivo is the lead, but there's so much more going on with the film. I mean, people are focused on the production design, the direction, the performance by Ariana Grande as well. So that might be tough. These are the five favorites. Ah, should I take Cynthia Erivo out and put Nicole Kidman in? That's the question. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just being hard on Hard Truths, but it just doesn't look that interesting of a film to me. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the problem, and I'm not seeing the the genius behind Hard Truths. I just wasn't a fan of the trailer for the film. It kind of made it seem not as good as a film as it probably is. I gotta I gotta make a change at some point. But I don't know, Baby Girl. I mean, there's I honestly I don't see it. I have to keep what I have. I'm being boring. I'm going with the favorites, but that makes sense in this category. What doesn't make sense is Best Actor. That's an interesting category when it comes to the fifth spot. Um, so right now I have Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. I feel like that's pretty much shored up. In second place, a strong second, or like is a Ralph Fiennes for Conclave, and third potentially could be second is Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, and then I also have Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing. Those four are virtually locked in. It's this fifth spot that's really giving me trouble. I have Jesse Eisenberg for A Real Pain, but if I'm not predicting A Real Pain for Best Picture, it doesn't really make sense to predict it for lead actor as well. I think they might want to give Jesse Eisenberg a screenplay nomination because I guess they want to try to give Jesse Eisenberg an Oscar. Um, See, Nicholas Holt being this high up for juror number two. Well, there's odds 100 to 1. I feel like Hugh Grant for Heretic should not have 100 to 1 odds. I feel like his odds getting in the category are much stronger than 100 to 1. What I could see happening is Sebastian Stan getting in for The Apprentice, because you know that could that's definitely an interesting film that people are talking about. I'm worried that I forget how that voting system works for nominations, and I should know that if I'm making a video about Oscar predictions. But could this happen where they include him for a different man, but not The Apprentice, and some people include him for The Apprentice, but not a different man, and that kind of maybe cancels out the Sebastian Stan stands? That's the only thing I'm worried about. Don't sleep on Hugh Grant for Heretic. That's not impossible. You know what? See, now I'm deciding, do I pick Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice, or do I go out on a huge limb and pick Hugh Grant for Heretic? That could happen. Wait, how many places am I allowed to? Wait, let me just test to see how many options they give me. Oh wow, they really just let you keep going. Ah, I got out of it. Why did I do that? That's annoying. Struggles with the first live stream. Struggles with the first live stream. Edit. Come on. This is the problem with Max when you're streaming. Like, everything goes so slow. Take Jesse Eisenberg out. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't think Daniel Craig will get into queer. I feel like that might be like the snub of the year that people are talking about. I'm just gonna say screw it. I'm throwing Hugh Grant in there. I'm going out on a limb. I could change that. That's so risky. I think Sebastian Stan might have a problem, with both films. Let me look up the freaking. Does anyone in chat, the one person in chat, know if when you vote for nominations, can you list both Sebastian Stan performances? That's the only thing. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm honestly just gonna screw it. Hugh Grant. Ballsy. We're being ballsy up in here. I just wanted to pick something that's not in the top. You know what I mean? Because that never doesn't happen across every single category. I do think if it's not Hugh Grant, it could be Sebastian Stan, though. That's the thing. But people love Hugh Grant in that movie. So I'm gonna save it next. Okay, so for supporting actress, who are we looking at? We're looking at I have Ariana Grande, then I have Zoe Saldana, then Felicity Jones, then Isabella Rossellini, and then I have Aunjanue Ellis Taylor for Nickel Boys. Who don't I have? I don't have Daniel Deadwyler for The Piano Lesson. I don't have Selena Gomez for Emilia Perez. I don't have Margaret Qualley for The Substance. And Monica Bardo for A Complete Unknown, that's not happening. So, yeah, that makes sense. I just really liked Anjanou Ellis Taylor and Nickel Boys. I can't base off my votes like that. This is another category where it's that fifth spot that's gonna really throw people off. I could see Margaret Qualley get in for The Substance. She really much shares the screen with Demi Moore. Ah, God. And out of all these performances, I think Danielle Deadwyler for The Piano Lesson was great. But that's the only nomination I can see The Piano Lesson getting. Oh, gosh. Man, this is going to be tough. I like Anjanou Ellis Taylor there, though. I could see Margaret Qualley stealing it, though. And Danielle Deadwyler. I just don't see Selena Gomez getting Oscar nominated for this movie. Um, she's getting hit with bad press about the movie at like the worst possible time. That's not good. And then with Danielle Deadwyler, The Piano Lesson, that's going to be the only nomination I can see the film getting. So for me, it's really like, does Anjanou Ellis Taylor get in for Nickel Boys, and does Margaret Qualley get in for The Substance? I mean, because Nickel Boys is showing up everywhere, The Substance is showing up places. I'm gonna stick with Anjanou Ellis. That just feels right to me. Okay, so I'm going out on a big limb. So Jeremy Strong's not getting nominated, so I need to fix that. I have Kieran Culkin winning right now for Real Pain. Yura Borzov for Honora, I have in second. Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, I have in third. I'm going to move Guy Pearce to second just because he's a bigger name. And his performance is more broad. So I feel like that might, make people recognize it more. Clarence Macklin's it's going to be a struggle for him to get in for Sing Sing. That's going to be really tough. Denzel's third for Gladiator 2. I don't know why, but he's third. God, do I really have... I just don't see Denzel. Am I missing something with Denzel's performance in Gladiator 2? It's just Denzel being Denzel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Also, Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown. I don't know. Really? I can see Stanley Tucci getting in before Edward Norton or... Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. Denzel being a 5-1. That's insane. I can't bet against Denzel. Is he really the top 5 again? I don't know if I like that. Why is he third for Gladiator 2? That doesn't make sense to me. If Denzel gets in over Clarence Macklin, that will be tough. I can see them nominate Edward Norton or Stanley Tucci too. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like making. Edward Norton. I really have to wrap this up. I'm going way too slow. I guess we move him up. I think they'll snub Clarence Macklin. I'll put Edward Norton here. That's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna save it. Save it. Move on to the next one. Adapted screenplay. I think it can go to Conclave. I think Conclave's really strong in this category. Emilia Perez, Sing Sing, Dune Part 2, Wicked. I don't have Nickel Boys in screenplay. I guess I don't think Dune Part 2 is going to get screenplay nominated, and I think Nickel Boys might. I guess I'm just too hopeful for Dune Part 2, but I feel like people are ignoring it now. Original screenplay. So, Nora the Brutalist, A Real Pain, definitely getting in. Then I have The Substance. Then I have Seed of the Sacred Fig. What could get in? Maybe September 5th. That's the only thing. Do I sub out Seed of the Sacred Fig with September 5th? Oh, we imagine as light is also nominated in the category. I'm just gonna take out Seed of the Sacred Fig, put September 5th. Hopefully I don't mess everything up by doing that. We'll see. Cinematography? Okay, Nora's gonna be higher. Does Nickel Boys not get into cinematography? Nickel Boys cinematography is like the best part of the film. It's all about the cinematography. People are loving Nosferatu recently. That had great cinematography. Maybe Nickel Boys gets snubbed for cinematography. I'm gonna predict that, I guess. I don't know. That'd be such a bad thing to happen if Nickel Boys doesn't get nominated for that. Costume design, Wicked, Maria, Dune Part 2, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu. That's just the top ones. I just think that makes sense. What's the other options? Like Beetlejuice, The Brutalist. Like, I don't know about that. That just doesn't make sense to me. I think the favorites are a good place to be. Film editing, it's just the best pictures. You know what I mean? Does Yeah, I think this is fine too. I think that's fine. Just it makes sense. Those predictions make sense to me. Makeup and hair. The Substance, definitely. That's the front runner. I can see Wicked getting nominated. Different Man, I can see getting nominated. Dune Part 2, yes. I have Emilia Perez in there because I feel like they love Emilia Perez. Even though I'm going out on a limb, technically, with Emilia Perez here, it was on like nearly every shortlist. I feel like Emilia Perez is going to do really well when they announce the Oscars, not nominations. What's next? Production design. I have Doom Part 2 winning production design, and then, yeah, I just have the front runners. I have Doom Part 2, Wicked, The Brutalist, Conclave, and Gladiator 2. Maybe I substitute Gladiator 2 for Nosferatu. Maybe that's what I do. Score. I don't know much about score. These are my predictions. I guess I'm predicting a Conclave like overlooked snub or something like that. But I have The Brutalist. I just watched The Brutalist recently. The score is phenomenal. Wicked, it's a musical. I think they're gonna be cool with the score. Amelia Perez, I think, will just overperform because it's nearly on every short list. And then you have those random score nominations like the Challengers and the Wild Robot. I think people really like the Wild Robot score. I might put that above Challengers actually. I'm gonna save and go next. Song. I don't know much about these songs. I've heard these songs. I think they're all okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I substitute the 6 Triple H song out and I put in Challengers. I'm just gonna do that. Sound, Doom Part 2, Wicked. Then I have Alien Romulus, A Complete Unknown, and Amelia Perez. I'm not predicting Gladiator 2. Maybe Gladiator 2 will underperform. And I feel like Blitz is dead. So that makes this makes sense to me. So I'm going to save and go next. What is this? Visual effects. Yeah, Doom Part 2, I see it. I see that to be the case for visual effects. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Yep. Wicked, yeah. Alien Romulus. And then I have Gladiator 2 in there. I don't have Twisters in there. And I don't have A Better Man. Don't have Mufasa. Don't have Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I can see Gladiator 2 being substituted with Twisters. We'll see. This is like one of my favorite categories this year is animated feature. I'm predicting an upset, a crazy upset with Wild Robot losing out to Flow. Um, I haven't seen Wallace and Gromit yet, but I feel like that brand is so strong that it's gonna get in. But I thought about that about Chicken Run sequel, which was a fantastic film that I think got snubbed in the category last year. That was really hard. And then I have Inside Out 2 in fourth. This movie made a ton of money, so I feel like the Oscars would want to award it in some fashion. And then I have Memoir of a Snail, a very small but very nice film that's different from your usual animation and usual storytelling. And I was very impressed by the film, and I liked it a lot. And I think that's also going to get nominated. What I do see, so I think this is one of probably the most clear category potentially in the entire Oscar slate is these 5 best animated feature nominees. What I could see, so what do I have? The big snubs. Well, Piece by Piece, that's never happening. People didn't respond strongly to it. Transformers 1 being snubbed, that's kind of big. People really liked that Transformers movie, but I think the competition this year is just too tight. And Transformers is a big franchise, so, there's a lot of different Transformers movies that people aren't aware of. So when you might get Transformer fatigue, and people might not want to, look into Transformers 1. I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about the film. Piece by Piece, I didn't really get the film. It's a Pharrell biopic Lego movie. I don't know who wants that. I don't know who asked for that. This Looney Tunes movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up, that doesn't come out really till late February. I think that might just be a little too late for the Oscars. Moana 2, I think people didn't respond to it the way they did Moana 1. It was a fine movie. I didn't hate it. I just think the competition, again, is too stacked this year. It's going to be really tough. The Lord of the Rings movie, people didn't like it. I thought it was pretty good. They only made the film so they can keep the rights to Lord of the Rings. I feel like that's a bad thing to mention. Uh, it's fine. It kind of meanders in the second half, and you're kind of just waiting for the end. But I do think these 5 are solid, and I would really love if Flow upsets The Wild Robot, because Flow is one of my favorite films this year. It's probably my second favorite film this year, if not my first, but it's probably my second favorite film. Very good movie, Flow. I recommend you check it out. It's amazing. Okay, so for documentary, I haven't seen a lot of documentaries. I saw Sugarcane just because it was on Obama's movies list, and that was the only one I had to see his entire list. So I just went ahead and watched it. I wasn't really impressed with the documentary. I feel like the subjects in the documentary felt like a lot of the times they were searching to what to say for the camera, and it's a very intense story, and I don't want to downplay the story and the tragedy behind it at all. But in terms of documentary, I felt like there was a lot to be desired. I felt I love the I like the moments where we experience their culture, and I wish we got more moments of that because we kind of just get characters like backstories and rememberings of these horrible events, and that's important for the film, of course. But I think shedding light onto their culture and like what they do with their lives post that would add more texture to the documentary. Other than that, I haven't seen the other documentaries. I'm kind of just going off of the top favorites because it's gonna be tough to predict something they haven't seen and haven't been paying much attention to the other award ceremonies. Yeah. Um. Then this is international film. Amelia Perez kind of has this in the bag. I have Cedar Sacred Fig getting nominated. I also have Flow sneaking in here. Um, then I have I'm Still Here. Then I have Universal Language uh, in this fifth spot. But I'm going to take that out because that's kind of. I'm not too confident with that. So now it's between The Girl with the Needle and Vermiligo. Gosh. I feel like the title of The Girl with the Needle is just better. So I might just go with that. This is a really tough category. It might be Vermiligo too. You never know. But I'm just going with the girl. This is a tough category. There's a lot of good international films this year. Now we get the categories that haven't. I don't know. Beautiful Men. I haven't seen any of these, so it's like hard not to just pick 1 through 5. People were saying Me was good. I don't know why it's 33rd to 1 odds. I don't know. I'm like guessing in these categories. It's like bad for me to guess. I'm guessing. I mean, does anyone really know about the short categories? Genuine question. Uh See, I don't know. Documentary short. I heard people. I guess Once Upon a Time in Ukraine. Catchy title. This is for Song and Protect It. People like Chasing Rue, so I'm fine with that. The Only Girl in the Orchestra, people were liking too. Um, I don't know. This. I don't know. This. I don't know. Live action short. Again, I don't know. Let's just predict the top ones. I mean, I haven't seen these. I'm not aware of which ones have been winning. No, I'm just gonna like do this just to make it interesting. That's probably not gonna be the case. Ice Cream Man. That just seems like a catchy title. And now we're back into the beginning. So those are my Oscar predictions. I could change them. The category I really care about is Best Picture. Where are my super bets? kind of want to take my super pet out of actress. No, actually, I want to take it out of editing. I want to bet on animated. There we go. Yeah. Yep. These are my 10 for picture. That's the category I'm excited about the most. It's the best category. What was that one year where they put best picture second to last and then they put best actor last? I hated that. Best picture always needs to be last. It's the main event. Yeah. So those are my predictions. To the one person that's still watching, let me know what you predicted in the comments of this video, I guess. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I might do more of these. This is my first live stream on the YouTube channel, so we have growing pains that we have to work out, but we can work them out together in the future. Once again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I plan on ending the live stream now. So let me go ahead and do that.